Many thanks, Mr. Baba Kalyani, Managing Director of Bharat Forge, for speaking to Times Now. First and foremost, a very important announcement in today's budget, a record allocation of almost 7.8 lakh crore rupees for the defense sector at a time when we're all speaking about the need for Atmanirbharta in defense. How are you and the private sector in particular in India responding to this very important announcement?
I think we are very thrilled to see that the journey of expanding the defense procurement, defense allocation continues, and it hasn't changed. I think that's one good thing in the whole budget, that there is a lot of continuity of the policy and process. So that's good news for the industry. And we already see so many programs which all of us are doing, many industries are doing. Defense programs do take a few years. It's not that you allocate money in this budget, it gets all spent in this budget. But clearly, programs come on and growth takes place, procurement increases, just like what has happened this year in the emergency procurement process. There's been a huge amount of procurement that happened in the last 2 months by the Indian armed services. So it's a very good thing to happen.
I'm actually reminded, sir, of something that you'd said a couple of weeks ago. You had actually mentioned that there's far too much emphasis when it comes to services as far as India's economic growth is concerned, and India actually needs to diversify its avenues of growth, and that manufacturing requires a great deal more attention. Do you believe this budget actually addresses that specific issue that you had raised? Because there was also a lot of emphasis, like we saw in Nirmala Sitharaman's announcements, about allocations for the services sector and the kind of new initiatives that have been announced as far as the services sector is concerned. But there was a lot in it also for manufacturing. What do you think stood out? What can you tell us about the takeaways as far as the emphasis on manufacturing is concerned?
Yeah, for the first time, I'm seeing that in this budget, there is a very positive thrust being given to the manufacturing sector. Whether it's, if you look at data centers, for example, a lot of data center equipment has to be manufactured in India. It's not that everything comes from outside. So there's a lot of manufacturing that's going to take place. There is standby power, the nuclear power program with SMRs will come in. It may take 5 more years, but people who are interested will start working on this. A lot of new technologies that are associated with the AI boom that is taking place all over the world, we'll start seeing that here in our companies.
Sure, sir. Much appreciated. Many thanks for taking time out to speak to Times Now.